So let me ask you something, Mr. Crockett.
What's up?
Where's the weirdest place you've ever performed a sexual act? FBI, open up! Is that too much of a deep cut for you?
Shit.
KDP Productions.
What's up, everybody? My name is Kenneth Davis.
And I'm Jaquise Crockett.
And this is Highly Black and Flavored, the next chapter, here in season 2. Now, as we've been moving along throughout the work week, we've seen some changes. Some changes in our presidential administration.
That's right.
And at this time, President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris are now in office. Last time we talked with you guys, we were talking about the insurrection. Mr. Jaquise Crockett, with everything going on, how are you feeling about this, the presidential inauguration and all of the logistics that went behind it, as well as what the people are feeling right now?
Well, I can honestly say, really, we're still very young, so it's not like we paid that heavy attention into the news. But as we get older, we're starting to get more.
I thought you were about to say taxes.
No.
I mean, we really don't be paying them either. We do pay our taxes, people. We do not want to.
Look, I just did mine. Hey, I'm good. But really, as we get older, things start lining up a little bit more for us. It starts becoming more prominent in the news. So, on our off days, we might just take a look into it. So, of course, we know the whole spiel about Donald Trump saying that it was rigged, it's faked, all this and that, but only if he lost. And I kind of looked back and I laughed. I was like, so mail-in ballots don't count and all this and that.
He lost.
Yeah, it's just bottom line to it, really.
He's a loser. He lost. That's what losers do. They lose. And he lost. That's it.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
This was never a point of conversation until he became president.
Yeah.
And I don't know, he's just become a cult-like personality. And I think it makes my soul just light up with passion when I see just disgruntled Trump supporters in disbelief that he lost like he was supposed to win the first time. Just seeing them and seeing people cry and crawl all over the ground, it makes me it's beautiful. It is beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh man, those tears. They just they're salty. They're sweet. They're sweet, and they just go to waste because they just fall on the ground. No, take them, put them in a jar. I don't know. Distill them,
sell it back,
use them for your tequila shots, something.
But no, this country's moving in hopefully better direction, and I can't wait to see what really happens out, the next 4 years.
You seen the first executive order?
What, the next stimmy?
Nah. I think Joe Biden, his administration is looking into lifting the ban of transgenders in the military. Transgender people in the military.
I remember you saying something.
So that'd be interesting to see. Honestly, it doesn't matter to me. If you want to lay down your life, I don't care whether you got a swinging one or whether you got something else. If you're willing to risk your life and go out there and do what you got to do for our country, hey, more power to you.
That's right. That's definitely right.
So I'm glad there's been a changing of the guard. Because the Senate, I think Mitch McConnell was on his way out. Of course, he had his last choice words of things he had to address. Nobody stands with Donald Trump except Donald Trump right now. Everybody that was with him, they flipped on him immediately when he started talking about some other stuff, talking about going down to Capitol Hill and doing all of that. That's when they were like, all right now, hey, y'all seeing this?
That's too funny.
And then as soon as they came to align with them, as quick as they came to align with them, everybody was like, nah, we don't really fuck with you like that. So they hugged, they left him, they let him do his thing. So hopefully we can actually see some things move in a different direction.
Definitely.
Because the last 4 years, I don't know, man. It became hard to say, hey, this is the person that's got our nuclear codes. This is the person. This is the person who, at a moment's notice, can send our troops anywhere.
Yeah, I guess
He got 2 days to tell Congress anything.
Everybody getting pardoned.
Oh man, that was the most ridiculous. He had some of the worst pardons ever. I'm not even gonna get into that because that's a whole.
That'll be something else.
That's a whole nother conversation for another day. But this is a big moment for black women, for black people in general, with Kamala Harris.
Definitely.
Women of
To say women of color,
women of color, women of color. What is it? South Asian,
Jamaican,
or Jamaican woman, but she's half Indian too. So it's like South Asian. She's like first South Asian, first black woman. All of that.
women in general.
All of that. It's big for women. Women who are AKAs. This is a moment. They're never gonna live this down. They're never ever gonna live this down because Kamala Harris is AKA.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hey, I'm AKA. I got ties with the big dogs. So that'd be pretty fun.
They never gonna let us live this down.
Of course not.
They never gonna. I don't know. It's funny. So shout out to President, Vice President. Hopefully y'all can make some use of what is going down in the world and actually fix something. Because if you don't, you just be another president.
KDP Production.
So last week, a lot of people working on Capitol Hill came under fire because National Guard soldiers were removed by Capitol Police from their staging area, which was inside of the Capitol building, to a parking lot and to outside locations. Now, with both of us being in the military, we both understand that you sleep when you can, where you can. So that aspect of that is not what's troubling. What's troubling is the fact that you're in the nation's capital, where y'all could easily get something worked out for them,
Right.
but you don't. You don't. Like 5,000 people, 1 or 2 bathrooms,
Right.
no electricity. Like, what the fuck is this? What's going on? And I saw like a lot of active duty soldiers kind of commenting on this, and I'm like,
Tweets and a whole bunch of other
this
stuff.
is not really y'all lane. Because you got to understand that while they should be ready to take these things on,
Right.
it's like we don't have the same budget. National Guard units, we don't have it. The states don't always have. They don't have the same budget that the federal government has. So they can go anywhere at any moment and do anything and do what they got to do. No disrespect to my active duty soldiers. My dad served for 27 years. I got hella friends that are active duty.
God.
But this not your lane to talk about this as critically as y'all want to.
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
Hey, we weren't there, so you really shouldn't have too much to say about it. Yes, it happened. It sucks. It doesn't suck. Just keep most of it to yourself if you weren't a part of it. That's just the.
But honestly, they could have did more for him.
Oh,
They could have did way more for him. They might have not have even had them in the Capitol building. You didn't have to. You could have staged them somewhere else. You could have created an area for them.
Yeah.
And they could have set up shop over there. But 5,000 troops, that's golly.
Close off hotels, something secluded, something.
Something better than a fucking parking lot, man. It's funny. Like, maybe if they had if you had some generators or something out there, cool, we can make use of the parking lot. That's cool.
Oh yeah, definitely. Most
Cool.
definitely.
You have I just think, I don't know if that was failure on preparation on the units out there, or if, they didn't quite come together with the staff at the Capitol to make something happen. They could have inked something out there. Come on now.
Yeah, you know how last week planning.
5,000 people. Y'all ain't have no porta potties. You got porta potties everywhere, and you telling me they ain't having what? Not nail another porta potty in there? Not one? Nothing. 5,000 troops, and y'all got them stuck out here. But okay, so let me change gears. So we have the way that people in the military are kind of reacting to it. Our active duty soldiers are kind of reacting toward like National Guard soldiers.
Right.
And that's that dynamic. Like I said, no disrespect to y'all. This is something that we see and we deal with. We don't always have the resources to just go out there and just do shit and then come back. No, you gotta do shit a certain way. Restrained by budgets. But if we switch gears and we look at how the public is perceiving it, it's hilarious because they're like, oh no, they were stuck outside in the elements and they were forced to all stay together. Let's also not forget that it's still the pandemic and like a bunch of Capitol Police and like a few hundred soldiers contracted COVID-19 during this. So,
ooh, okay, then you look at it like that, then it makes a little more sense.
Yeah, you're like, okay, so what's going on here? But to see like civilian people say like, oh no, they were so terribly mistreated and
mistreated. Man. Y'all should see what they do to the bathrooms in some places.
Oh man, they said they were so terribly mistreated and they were forced to these deplorable conditions. For me, I'm just saying they didn't do enough. There was more that could have been. It just wasn't planned. It seemed like it wasn't planned very well.
Poor plan.
It wasn't a very well planned movement. And like I said, they could have did more for them.
Definitely.
And sometimes resources can be limited, but you make the most out of what you got. But people go from one place, they go from the United States to a completely different country and fully function. You're telling me they couldn't move to the middle of a goddamn city and set up shop and operate just fine,
right? And
have electricity. I don't believe that for a second. This was somebody's plan went straight in the toilet. That's all it was. But best believe there have been people in more deplorable conditions and nobody has even looked their way.
Yes.
So I look at this situation and I kind of laugh on both sides because it's like, of course the general public has their way of seeing it. But then on the other side, it's like, yeah, this could have been organized way better, but this is a much better situation than somebody who's like in the middle of Iraq and they're trying to transition back and get to the States.
Yeah.
And they're sitting at an airport for 5 days.
Trust and believe.
Just waiting.
I think that was one thing we was talking about today. Getting on a regular commercial flight when you're not in uniform, you don't have anywhere to really go, you're going on vacation or going home. It's so much better compared to waking up at 4 a.m. to sit somewhere for 3 hours, 4 hours, to go somewhere else to sit for 3-4 hours for a flight. Get on that, bro.
In a strange place you've never been in your entire life. Exactly. I sat in Alaska for 7 hours. What the hell am I doing in Alaska for 7 hours? See, this is some nonsense. This is the type of stuff that happens. This happens. But that's a part of the life we choose to live. So, to the people that were there, to all the soldiers that were there, y'all know this is just something you're gonna laugh at later.
Definitely.
Or it's gonna be a lesson for the senior leadership and for those above them, just in case they ever have to do a mission like this, they have more careful preparation and planning.
That's all it is. Be careful what you're planning.
Yeah. That's all you gotta say. It wasn't that serious.
KDP Production.
So this week we saw the release of the King Kong versus Godzilla trailer, and it looks like both the most awesome thing I've seen in quite a while,
right,
and the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Why you say dumbest?
It's stupid, but it's good stupid. Good stupid. Like it's not meant to be taken seriously at all.
Wait, you talking about like how the old Godzilla movies were, like in the what was
Godzilla?
It's Godzilla! No, the ones where it was black and white.
Yep, those are the ones.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the one move that I saw that blew my mind was when he stood up on his tail and like slid across the screen.
Oh.
I was in shock, and all of my brothers showed me that. I'm gonna have to put that.
Now I'm in the minority And I actually like what they did with the Godzilla 2014 movie. They made him more of a force. Like the movie was around Godzilla and just leading up to it.
Right.
And then he started fighting all the other I thought that was really cool. I thought the last Kong movie was really cool, Skull Island.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't nothing like that Peter Jackson King Kong. They was knocking people out, people were getting eaten and all types of shit. I mean, people was getting eaten in the Peter Jackson. I thought that one was cool too. But it, like after they got off of Skull Island, it just kind of, see look, they fighting on a damn carrier shooting missiles.
How strong is this carrier?
That shit, with both of them on top of that shit would have sunk.
With one of them on top, I'm pretty sure it would have sunk already. There's no way the
Bro, they fighting on top of skyscraper. What the fuck? Yo, this looks awesome.
This would be pretty dope.
This is gonna be stupid, but I love it.
He look a little.
I love silly shit like this. And they on Skull Island hitting them with the.
Oh man.
Oh, I love this.
It's funny. I think they're just rekindling an old what if battle.
It's an old battle. They've done it several times before. They used to have all these monster movies. This isn't their first time fighting. This is a modern take on that same old trope.
Sure, that makes me think of Death Battle. If you're not familiar with Death Battle, they just pit a whole bunch of fictional characters to each other.
Yeah.
They do all the math and shit, and they let them go at it. I feel like they should make an episode on that.
they really should.
It'd be pretty funny.
They really should. But Godzilla has had a weird and interesting transformation. Anyway.
Oh yeah, cinematically, it's been pretty interesting. It's been to the point where I know about Godzilla and I'll kind of look at some of it that's going on, but then it's like, why are they doing this? This is messing me up. I'm gonna go back to like my GameCube and play the Battle Royale Godzilla.
What is it? Something Destruction?
Yeah.
There was like 2 or 3 of them.
It was like Destroy All Monsters or something.
Yes.
That was like one of my favorite games ever. But I think, what was the one where they had the Bastardized Zilla in there, whatever one they had created?
There was a recent
2017 maybe?
There was one that came out like 2014. It wasn't that good at all. It was like Godzilla had 10 controls and all that. Oh, it was bad, bro. All you did, it was so boring. Like all you did was hit buildings. And then when you fought all the other monsters, it's just like me Godzilla.
Oh my god.
Me fight.
That's funny.
It's just like come on, we didn't want that.
But
yeah,
definitely. I think this will be something I definitely want to see. You know, it feels like it's gonna be like a lot of action, just for the sake of having action in it. You know, they have no reason to be out there, but hey, why not? It's like they had like a spin board, dartboard somewhere. Yeah. Someone closed their eyes and boop boop and picked out location. Like, all right, let's do it.
I have a hard time taking some of these movies like completely serious after the Dave Chappelle monster skit. Cause I'm just waiting for him just to bang, just straight knock his ass out. I'm waiting for it. But yeah, it looks like a cool movie, and it would be, since it's Warner Brothers, I can sit in the comfort of my home and watch it on HBO Max. There you go. That is what I'm looking. See, I'm loving movie theaters are done, by the way.
I feel it.
I feel like movie theaters are going to continue to be around, but they're not going to have the same clout anymore. With this,
they should make it bubble movie theaters. Everybody gets their own specific boat, but the movie screens on their own boat, and they can like move around like some environment. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that exists on some level. They got movie theaters with beds and stuff in them.
That's a no. Yeah, y'all already know why that's a no.
That's actually too much.
Yeah, movie, that's a nap time.
But King Kong versus Godzilla. Let's see how it goes. But yes, if Jabri was on that aircraft carrier, it would have been done.
Hey, I gotta find that one TikTok, whatever. It's like everybody in a party, but they dancing and the music's thumping. And it's really, dun, dun, dun. It's gonna be him just sitting there like, oh, they out here fighting. I ain't gotta go to work no more.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not re-enlisting. It's over for me.
Oh God.
But yeah, that was literally the first thing that came to my mind. Like if that man was on this ship, he wouldn't have jumped off. He just would have looked up. he would have went back inside and just, well, that's it.
Yeah. My same thing too. Ain't no point.
It's over.
You think you're gonna escape Godzilla and King Kong? Yeah. No, have fun with that.
Yeah, have fun.
KDP Production.
So at the tail end on Saturday, you had Mr. Conor McGregor, the notorious Conor McGregor, fight Mr. Dustin Poirier in their second fight, I believe. Yeah, so Dustin McGregor, Poirier, number 2. And this is a highly anticipated fight. Of course, Dustin Poirier has been fighting his way through the ranks. This man's been putting in the work for a long time. I think he doesn't get the respect he deserves. Because whenever I talk to people in MMA, so people that really know what they're talking about,
right.
They know that he puts in a lot of hard work. He's climbed over some very top, some great competition. Sometimes he's fell short too. But that's all right, That's what these fights are for. But Conor McGregor walking into this was just another fight for him. He really didn't have anything to lose, per se.
Nothing to prove, really.
But nothing to lose, nothing to prove either. He's already been a double champ. He's had
dominant years.
He's had very dominant years, and this time he just fell short. And this is new for Conor, because Conor's not. I don't think he's the same Conor. I think because of all of the shit talking and everything, I think it elevated him to a certain point, and then when he couldn't live up to a lot of that shit he was talking, because that's really what the UFC has become, is kind of the WWE as far as how they
talk the most shit.
What did you say?
And some people really aren't good at it. It doesn't work out all the time, because it's like this isn't the sport where you can just sit and try to drag on. Like, you have to operate at a very high level to be able to talk so much shit to somebody and then knock them out in less than 30 seconds in the first round.
Yes.
Or get to the third round in a fight and you're winning and then get knocked out yourself.
Hey,
that's the game you play. So what I note is, after FBI open up the Khabib fight, after the
give us a second.
God damn.
Sorry about that. I had some food delivered. I'm hungry.
Yeah, we had a small interruption, but like I said, there was a substantial difference in Conor McGregor's demeanor and his personal conduct after the Khabib fight. Like, he talked mad shit. Like, he attacked that man on such a personal level.
I took offense to that.
Unacceptable! That you couldn't really come back from it. Like, he was saying things, he was talking about his religion, he was talking about his family.
That's a no-no.
He was talking about just his nationality, everything. And he took that seriously. So when when they got in the ring, it's like, nah, keep that same energy. And everybody was mad at Khabib when he started exuding some of the shitty behavior that McGregor was doing. Like, when he choked him out, and then he started talking shit to his management. He went over the cage. Everybody didn't seen the fight, and if you haven't seen the fight, Google it, YouTube it, something. But there was a major situation that happened after that fight. So that's where things changed.
Yeah.
So then when he fought Cowboy Cerrone and he knocked him out, he was like very humble about it. So, like, him getting knocked out, I think this was the first time he'd ever been knocked out in like 6 years.
This was
his first time.
Are you talking about Conor's last fight just now?
Yeah.
It was a TKO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First TKO in either his career, and I could be wrong, either career or in the last 6 years. But it was it's a long time. It was a very long time for him to get put on. And, sometimes you just come up short. So it was actually a really good fight. I was half alive when I was watching the fight. Like, it was entirely too late for me, because I was at drill, so I was up and I was trying to watch all the preliminary fights, and all of the main card fights.
Wake me when the main event starts.
I'm talking, just slumped, just all over the place, just trying to wait till the fight came on. Cause the last 2 fights I watched online, the Israel Adesanya fight, the last Israel Adesanya fight, and what other fight? Oh, and Khabib's last fight. My connection cut out like seconds before the match was over. So I come back to the Khabib fight, and I'm thinking he's on the ground crying. I'm like, yo, did he just lose? Did he just lose? Yo! But no, he won, and he was crying because him dealing with the weight of his father dying and trying to keep everything together and just trying, it's all over now.
Yeah.
You know? So he went ahead and he retired. He got the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
But I think this is the ass whooping that Conor McGregor rightfully deserved.
Boy, the internet, y'all never let us down. I'll tell you that right now. They let us have it, and you know, I'm gonna put some of those memes in here because they were too good to pass up. I think I spent at least 4 hours chuckling at them before I decided to even take a look at the actual fight. I liked watching it all.
It was beautiful. It was the greatest thing I've ever seen. Oh man. And see, and that goes right up there with what are some other MMA memes that were really bad? The Daniel Cormier meme when he was crying after he lost to John Jones.
Daniel.
Oh man. Oh, goodness gracious. Poor DC. But yeah, it was a good fight. I recommend y'all watch the fight legally, not like how I did illegally. Wait till the fight comes out. Y'all watch it. I mean, it's only like 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
But watch the fight. It was actually a very competitive short fight. So yeah, good luck to Conor McGregor in his future endeavors. And Mr. Dustin Poirier, you have a bright future ahead of you. Let's go.
KDP Production.
This week, coming off at the top, Miss Danny Lay had a Instagram music preview, and I believe the name of the song was Yellow Bone.
Oh, okay. The name was like in the back of my head. I couldn't.
Yes.
I was like, "Who is this?" But as soon as you mentioned it, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. The only reason I knew about that because my Snapchat.
She had the song. It's just, you know, people put out their previews in their songs, and you know the song's about her. You know, and her man wanted a yellow bone. That's what he want. And social media did not have it.
They ate that
They
shit alive,
ate
boy.
her the fuck up. She thought that shit was hot. She thought it was hot. It was not. It was awful.
They
absolutely.
Oh.
Not, okay, so to me, not only was the song trash, but the fact that the song perpetuates colorism, whether she knew it or not. Some people
They called her out on it.
They called her out on that, whether she meant it or not. It's like, she's Dominican. If you're anybody, you're a child of diaspora, as they say. Any of those blackish people, any of those other minorities, colorism exists in all of those communities.
Definitely.
So for you to make a song and not understand your audience and you know some of the stuff you start kind of tapping into,
Right.
it's a slap on the wrist automatically. You should know better. How are you feeling about this?
Literally, the only reason I even saw this was I was scrolling through Snapchat. You know, Snapchat has their stories every now and then. I usually pay attention to like the music section, but what literally got me onto her was the baby's comment whenever he posted like
The
3 yellow dots or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's going on
I'm
here?
like-
And I just dove deeper into it. I'm like, oh.
I didn't dive no deeper into it.
Well, not like that. Yeah.
No. I heard everything else because
I didn't hear the song. I can care less.
I heard the preview, and low key when I heard the preview, I was like, yo, this shit is trash. Yo, this shit is garbage. And then as soon, bro, I didn't get on Instagram for like the rest of the night. Because in my mind, I'm like, yo, they gonna have your ass for this. They gonna get you for this. Because I'm not, the colorism, because this is my thing. I think this is triggering for a lot of black people, especially, and for other people. I know in Hispanic communities that exists as well, and in everywhere colorism exists amongst Asians,
yeah.
amongst Hispanic folk. Every culture deals. Indian people, they have their own dealings with that. Colorism exists,
it can be
it's fucking real. Now, in her instance, I just don't see it. It's just this whole instance. The song is tone deaf. The colorism, it's like, come on now, you should know better. But this could be a learning moment for her.
Definitely.
For her, and just to know, like, hey, even as a Dominican woman, you should understand what your role is as far as like on the spectrum of this type of stuff. And as a light-skinned person, if you go out there and you put that type of energy into the world, people gonna think you being arrogant about your skin color. And she actually released an apology video this morning, and she owned up to it, and she said, I wasn't raised on it. It wasn't. I'm sorry if anybody misinterpreted my song and what I was initially trying to say.
Yeah, music is subjective. Art is subjective.
But I think she rightfully kind of needed a little bit of a check-in. She needed a little bit of a verbal reprimand for that.
At least you
because she's got influence. She got a major platform. She's lucky to be in the space that she is. Like I said, beautiful young woman, very beautiful young woman. She's got her career up underneath her. So like, you gotta be weary of these things. That shit's important. Because there's people that look up to her that are of all shades.
Whether she knows it or not.
And for you, and I'm sitting here saying this, she's only fucking 26 years old.
She got us beat by what, 2 years? A
year, bro. She's our age. So if you grew up your whole life and you may have heard about those issues, but you were never versed on it enough to, kind of read the room to know what things you probably should put out there and glorify and celebrate. Okay, we'll figure it out. We'll get you figured out later.
Right.
But if shit is, I identify as black, I like black men, I like this, I like that, then people gonna hold you to it because they're going to assume, especially as a minority, you have a little bit of insight on this. But some people are just kind of out of it,
Can you do?
Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, hopefully send them a message and they either understand or...
She'll be alright. She owned up to it. She owned up to it. Hey, let's keep it rolling. I ain't gonna sit here and try to be the fucking woke petty police and try to sit here and continually try to drag her for probably making an honest mistake. It's a really dumb fucking mistake. And as long as she doesn't continue to perpetuate that type of nonsense, because that's exactly what it is, nonsense, she'll be fine.
Right.
But if we get, that's a serious strike. Like that's a serious violation for her, especially being a POC. I'm gonna give it that much. A POC. POC and black people not always the same. They're not the same thing. As a POC, she should know better. But yeah, she'll be all right. But yeah, like I said, what she said was tone deaf. It was fucked up. And for y'all out there, you call yourself making fun of somebody for the shade of their skin, you should be ashamed of yourself. That's low. You should not do that. And that's coming from the darkest of the dark. The darkest since Wesley Snipes. I'm proud of my black skin, I'll tell you that fucking much. You ain't never gonna tell me, oh, you black, that. No, at least I know I'm black. I wake up every single morning Proud of my skin. How about that? How did you wake up this morning? I woke up blessed, black, and highly flavored. That's right. Let's go.
KDP Production.
Would you rather get with a girl who has permanent bad breath or eyeballs like Forrest Whitaker?
Forrest Whitaker for the win.
Oh! Here's a girl looking at you like, you thought you was gonna say that to me?
Hey, look.
You thought you was gonna...
Bad breath, man.
They're both Forrest Whitaker eyes, by the way.
Hey, both ladies. Hey.
The eyeball, yeah. And she be sweating all the time.
Hey, look.
You thought you was gonna say
Breath is important. I'll say that right now. If you come in my shit,
Because if her mouth breath smell like that, I don't even want to know what the other breath smell like.
I'm good.
No,
I'm
seriously,
taking that Forrest Whitaker, man.
Because think about it, like that's important. If this,
That's where it starts, like from the face up, the lips,
And then-
eyes, teeth, bro. If that's a no,
yeah, if
Sorry.
if the northern cave ain't really up to par, you don't even want to know what the southern caves are doing. Yeah.
no.
No, I actually I did compare vaginas to caves. I mean, pretty much the same thing. But yeah, that's that question.
Yeah.
Second question: would you rather be with a girl who drinks a gallon of booty sweat a day, or a young lady who bathes in her own excrement? So either booty sweat lady or doodoo girl. which one you taking up for?
Basically.
You said same difference?
Hey.
Oh my gosh. What about I'm about to say, do you want to choose what excrement she bathes in? Bathing. You gonna plead the fifth on that one?
Yes, sir.
You gonna plead the fifth? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is how I can count. 5.
That's all right. That's all right. So you plead out to that one. So, would you rather date a young lady with legs as arms and hands as feet,
I'm trying to visualize.
or a young lady?
Wait, you just made it the same. You pretty much just said if the arms and legs was replaced, there was no point of saying if her hands were feet, if her legs are already where her arms are.
Yeah, that's why.
I was gonna say that really just messed me up. I'm like,
Yeah.
there's no point.
Yeah.
You still have feet here.
Yeah. So when, no, I can't say that. That's why I can't say that on camera. Because that's right. My head was deep up in the gutter. So I'm trying to come up with a
If you know, you know. Keep it at that.
Would you rather date Roger the Alien or Elf?
Elf?
Elf.
Like,
You're probably too young to know who Elf is.
I said no.
Okay, Marvin the Martian.
Oh, wait, did you say Alf? ALF?
Yeah.
Oh! Oh!
That's wild. but
Shit, hey, Roger, it is. You know what I'm saying? He got costumes.
God damn.
Hey, look, Roger got costumes. It is what it is.
Okay, bathroom etiquette. Would you kick a young lady out of your house for bombing your bathroom really badly and leaving the door open?
I wouldn't allow anybody to use my master bathroom. Dead ass. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. If you be like, yeah, I gotta use the bathroom, and then my first thought in my mind, I'm like, what you gotta do? And one of them two. And I'm like, regardless, you're gonna use the guest bathroom, you're gonna have to go somewhere else for that. You ain't doing nothing in my bathroom. Like, I don't even go to no one else's house to do that. Like, I go to my buddy's house, I gotta take a shit. Bro, I'm not about to shit in that man's house. I'm like, I'm gonna go somewhere else. I'm gonna go to the store. I'm gonna hold it. Like, respectfully, I ain't gonna do that.
You don't go in nobody's house that you're trying to.
You Duke Nukem, they say. Hell no, bro.
Drop a fucking Scud missile. You don't do that. That's illegal.
That's a copyright on your life right there. That shit's getting claimed.
Disgusting. Why would you do that? And yeah, I don't know if I could go for that.
I couldn't. Even if I'm like at a hotel with a whole bunch of my buddies and stuff, I'm like, damn, I know I gotta take a
like
shit. I will not do it with everybody.
You go in the bathroom and you just start crying.
You open the door like, You look in the toilet to be scared to the toilet like, that's it. That's it.
That's the woman you were gonna marry.
You are not pooping in my toilet.
So is the engagement off? If y'all were engaged to be married, like so bad it made your eyes water and you had to throw up.
She cleaned that damn bathroom. You clean that.
If she doesn't,
hey, you gonna be going somewhere else.
Oh man, you gonna let her go? Well, don't worry, cause I would have let her ass go too. Cause I ain't dealing with that for the rest of my life.
Like you worse than me, damn. I wouldn't even do it if right happened.
I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. No, I just couldn't. Like, why? Why would I want to put up with that?
I won't even torture you through that. Like, oh, you're a guy. I don't care. The hell, I don't want to smell it, even to come from me. The hell.
And like, if you try to use the poop spray, that probably ain't gonna work.
Poop spray. It's gonna be fruity doo doo. You know when people spray a whole bunch of Febreze after they took.
Ooh.
But I be so mad. I'm like, you might as well just let it stink. Now I don't know what to smell.
Like, what if? So, how do you feel? How do you feel about like proper bathroom clean? Because that's something that I think people often miss. So like a good way to gauge how a man is taking care of himself. When you go to his bathroom,
I know what you about to say.
Look in his tub.
Oh, the tub?
Look in his tub.
Whoa, who got tubs nowadays like that?
Yeah. Look in his tub, and if you see the brown ring of death, leave immediately.
First of all, mind the business.
Leave.
That's how you get clapped right here.
Rule number 2: go in his dirty clothes and you might have to be a little nosy. If you get a stick and poke around, if you see the heaviest skid marks and railroad tracks, no, it's done. It's done.
All right, man.
It's done. Hey, sometimes we have hard days at work, but if you don't got no job and you just got
nosy, man,
just streaks, heavy streaks, it's over. It's over for you, buddy.
It's a. Oh my God, that's so bad.
Just leave.
Run.
Just leave.
Nah, I thought you were gonna say around the toilet, so you know.
Oh, that too.
Hey, that's how you know.
If you see splatter, it's over.
Nah, yeah, but I'm telling you, like, I clean my whole toilet, even now, and then like, okay, I get down to where the little kind of like the little pressure thing is on the bag, and like,
yeah.
I'll get down there and make sure it's all clean and stuff like that. But some people that don't wash that or clean it, I'm like, no, there ain't no way. I'm methodical when it comes to cleaning. When it comes to like clean like that, it's getting sprayed down. I'm gonna be in a hazmat suit if I need to, and I'm gonna burn everybody's eyes out in the house with bleach or something. Like, I will be that person. Like, you need a fan or something in here? Yeah, I know, but guess what? It's clean.
If you find someone a pissy toilet,
split splash,
a little split splash,
Oh,
Talk to him about it.
you know what? I'm gonna call my roommate.
But raise the goddamn toilet seat, cause that's how you're supposed. As a man, you're supposed to be courteous. Let the damn toilet seat. You gotta know how to aim. You cannot be however old you are and not know how to aim. It's crucial, guys.
Like, yes, but for those that don't have the anatomy, there are days where you think it's gonna go straight and that bit just.
Sometimes you might have to take a knee.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. But I always make sure I let the toilet seat, because even if I pee on it, I was like, I don't have to clean up after if I pee on it. So I was like, I'll make sure I don't pee on it, so I don't have nothing to hit. But what was it? I'm calling my roommates out on this. So no, listen, the barracks, trash, fuck it, whatever.
Section 8 housing.
Yeah, been in it. I make do, but I caught my across the hall neighbor. Oh boy, I found out this man is 26. This motherfucker just pees on the seat, and no remorse, no remorse. Listen, I walked in the bathroom and I knew he was out of the bathroom, but he was like walking out. But as he was walking out, I happened to look down at the toilet and I'm like, yo, why is there pee everywhere?
That's a useless piss pump. That's a useless pissy pump. Hey, just take it. All you gotta do is just take it and place it where it's supposed to go at. But nah, he just wants to.
The helicopter on, but he turned around like, oh, I was gonna clean it up. Sure you were. So he does clean it up, but now I make sure that whenever I go to the bathroom, I check again, like always. Bruh, he's still peeing on the seat. And I come in there, it'd be like a 4-day or something. I come in there, I'd be like, yo, who peed on the seat? My specific roommate, it has not been there in like 3 days. So I'm like, okay, it's not him. It's not me. I ain't been in the house all day, and I know one other person is not on the other side right now. So he guilty. And sometimes I want to go open that door on the other side and just straight up peeing on the goddamn seat, bro. It's not hard. It's not hard. If you spray it and it hits somewhere it's not supposed to, clean it up.
That's all. So all in all, bottom line up front, if he regularly pisses on the toilet, if he leaves streak marks in the toilet, leaves rings all around the tub, doesn't clean them up, excessive doo-doo stains in underwear, ladies, leave him. Leave him. That is a red flag right there. Leave him.
You're gonna be chained up somewhere you don't want to be.
Goodness gracious. Once again, this has been another one brought to you by Highly Black and Flavored. We are blessed, we are black, and we are highly flavored. There we go.